the bone pet rolling and also sell all our crap. We have plenty of leftover crap. So we're on our pursuit to get 27 more gold so we can go buy our next tome of technique. So we can get goodies next level at level 9. Okay.
Here you're having problems with the...
I sent others before, but no.
We'll head there immediately. No information required. Alright, obviously this greatsword is no use to us. So we're gonna sell that, we're gonna sell that, we're gonna sell this. What the hell? We're gonna keep this because we are going to be using dumb shit pretty soon, Isabella. Don't call her that. Too late, I called her it. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? We'll save these two things for Isabella's huge chest, if they can fit the amulet around her chest. Alright, we're at 21 gold, so we're getting close to our key amount we need. Let's see, what are we gonna do next, guys? What do you guys want to see? Let's see, we're gonna go to Hangman and pick up Isabella's companion quest, and then we're gonna do Isabella's stats and stuff for one of the subscribers who asked for them, up to level 8. And I will of course do a revamp in Act 2 and in Act 3, because you will be doing companion quests for each act, in which you're forced to use those companions during a level, so they will always be up to date eventually.
Oh, before I forget.
So, a human, an elf, and a dwarf walk into a bar.
The human says, "You're lucky you're so short. That hurt like mad.
You could have just stopped me, Blondie.
Why waste a perfectly good setup?"
Where's my property, eh? This job's as easy as a... You'll need to look around. You're to...
Helmet. Alright, we're gonna do Finders Keepers after this. That is Isabella's quest. And we will do all her garbage after that, during that. Alright, since we're gonna be bringing Isabella, we are going to get her in our party. Because everything sounds better in Espanol. Okay. Isabella already comes with a bunch of garbage stats, but we are going to take her cunning to 18, because what the hell? She can't even open locks. She's so useless. Okay, guys. Here's the difficulty with Isabella, especially on the harder difficulty. She is really, really fragile, and she's not smart enough not to know when to stay back. That's why it's better, in my opinion, and I stress, in my opinion, that she stay back and you never use her. Not only that, she's bugged to shit. If you get her too friendly and you remove her from your party, she will reduce your ability speeds, attack speeds by 5%. Now this also affects your abilities. So after a while, you'll be pretty much moving in slow motion during combat, which is a bad thing. But since I am such a nice guy, and she's not a main character in our party, so I'm not too worried about it. I will tell you what I would get if I were to use this chick. Okay, first and foremost, stealth and evade are already here, so you might as well just keep them. We're going to just... I don't even want to set up all these tactics for this bitch. But basically, if you're just gonna splash her, you might as well just build her like you would, your typical support. Only I wouldn't get this ability yet. I would not get Truce quite yet, because we want to power up her DPS a little bit. But Explosive Train and Twin Fangs isn't terrible, you could say. It's not terrible. But... okay, we'll get Explosive Strike. Yeah, we're gonna get Unforgiving Chain, and we're gonna give her Lacerate too. Okay. Now we've pretty much just turned her into Varric miniature. Mini Varric. I would set her to cautious, I think. Let me read this real quick. The party member will not fight back when attacked in melee combat and will try to run away from enemies. No, we obviously don't want that. The party member will fight back if attacked in melee combat, but will not chase enemies if they move away. Okay, whatever. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Now let's see. Some of the tactics we want to make for Isabella. Simple ones that everyone pretty much uses. Health. Up. Isabella's disgustingness is already ruining my appetite for making tactics for her. Okay. Health. Under 25%. Obviously, she needs to chug a friggin' potion. And as usual, what happens when your stamina's too low? Well, you obviously want her to chug a potion. Okay. Thirdly, you want her to always activate her Lacerate. Any? Activate mode, Lacerate. Fourth, you want her to use the ability, if someone's attacking Anders, basically. Whoops. Shit. Okay, Anders. Actually, there's two ways you can build her, if I'm thinking about it. Whatever. We're just gonna build her the same way I build Varric, for now. If you guys want me to, I will build her the way you should build a pirate, but what the shit. We're gonna reload real quick. And I'm gonna try a different build, I think. Something that plays to her strengths a little bit more. Because she can pull enemies off your dudes by herself. She has the ability with Throw the Gauntlet and stuff. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Across the Bow for her. She can pull enemies off. Come on, you son of a bitch. Load. I kind of got a new idea on how I want to build her. That's why I switched. I quickly reloaded. Thinking to myself, why should I build her like Varric? We don't need another Varric necessarily. I'm building her so you can splice her into your party in case you don't like Meryl. Or something like that. I'll build her that way because I don't want to just build her like what I need for this current minute of gameplay. Alright, first thing I would do when I have her is we're going to hit the pirate tree. I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, the pirate tree sucks. The pirate tree is pretty shitty. But it's not useless. Most of her abilities take way too much friggin' time to get. Okay. Taking a breath, and now we're gonna do this. As far as skills go, you want at least across the bow out of this tree. This is going to be splashed, so I would suggest getting rid of Meryl and keeping Varric in the party, because she's going to be your support DPS for this section. I was going to build her completely like Varric, but she doesn't have enough skill points to actually do what he does the same way. So I'm going to build it a different way. First and foremost, she starts off with some decent abilities. She gets Evade, which isn't terrible, and Stealth, which is okay. I don't like Stealth myself on my rogues because it's just a waste. Because you'll be getting 100% critical without needing Stealth, but it is good for emergencies. Alright, first and foremost, Backstab is going to be her main DPS ability right now. We want to give her Unforgiving Chain, for sure, and Lacerate. You really can't expect them to do this right with Explosive Strike. I don't really play melee rogues as companions. I do not know if they know how to use Explosive Strike correctly, but it's probably not worth the gamble to find out, because then it's going to cost you money for Maker's Side Potion, and at this point you're not supposed to be spending any. So I am going to just I'm going to skip on Explosive Strike because I have no clue if the AI does it right. I'm just saying, I have absolutely no idea if the AI does it correctly or not, so we're just going to skip on that. Okay. We have 2 abilities left, so we're going to use them now. First one we're going to use is on Savvy. And the next one we're going to use is over here. And it's on Murder. Well, you can either go with Murder or Perforate, whichever one you prefer. It really doesn't matter. But I'm going to go with Murder because I'd rather she hit really hard one time than hit really weak every 5 earlier seconds. Besides, most fights don't last that long for her to keep using things. We're going to set up her tactics now. We don't want her on Scrapper. Keep her on either aggressive or default, whichever you prefer. If you are playing on Nightmare, I suggest you put her on, I suggest you just don't fucking use her, or you keep her as far away as you can, and just set her to ranged. Because all she's going to do is get in your way, and you're going to kill her consistently over and over. Okay. But since I'm not on Nightmare at the moment, we are going to do the usual. If she's low on health, what do we want her to do? We want her to survive and chug a potion. Self. If her stamina is below 10%, what do we want her to do? We want her to chug a potion. Okay. Simple as that. Now this is where it gets shady, because she doesn't have what Varric does, so she's basically just supporting Varric and what he's doing best, keeping Anders alive. So what we want to do is not only have this, but we also want to make sure that she's activating her sustained ability. Lacerate.